talk about the STAAR test, Grade 7 Mathematics, which was released by Texas TEA website in May 2022. Firstly, you can see normally in the test you have these reference materials, and then you can come back to check the formulas when you need it. And also here, there's another page of reference materials. Let's get straight into the questions. Question number 1. I'll give you some time to read this question. The key point of this question is, which measurement is closest to the length of the ruler in millimeters? They're not asking you to really calculate the exact numbers because we know the digit here will be 3048. It just depends on where you put the decimal here. Let's take an estimate of this question. 12 inches, which is close enough to be 10 inches. And if each inch is 25.4 millimeters, let's just use 10 times 25.4. What do you get? 254 millimeters, right? So it will be around 100 number range. 200-ish will be greater than 254 because we're using 10 inches here. So let's see the numbers. C, 300 will be the closest to the length of the ruler in this. Okay, let's take a look at question number 2. Take a look at the numbers for each flavor. Plain is 12, jalapeno is 18, ranch is 8, and cheese is 20. So we're going to figure out which flavor, the opportunity for each flavor. Let's read number F. The flavor is least likely to be plain. Well, we can see plain is not the least here. Ranch is, so F is out. Then G, the flavor is twice as likely to be jalapeno as ranch. So jalapeno, we have 18. Ranch, we have 8. So 18 is more than 2 times of 8, right? 2 times of 8 is 16. So this one is more than 2 times. So it's as likely as to be, it's not accurate. So G is out. H, the flavor is equally likely to be plain jalapeno, ranch, or cheese, which is definitely wrong because all these numbers are different. They cannot be equally likely. So we know H is out. And J, the flavor is more than twice as likely to be cheese as it is to be ranch. So cheese is 20 and ranch is 8. If we have 2 times of ranch, that would be 16, right? So 20 is greater than 16. So it is more than twice as likely as to be. So J is correct. If you're lucky enough to jump into J directly, you can find the right answer. Otherwise, you can just keep on reading each of them and to eliminate the ones you are certain that is wrong, and you can find out the correct answer for this one. Question number 3. Take a look at the question here. 60 stuffed animals, and she gave away 5 per month. So each month she will give out 5 stuffed animals. So from 0, at the very beginning, she has 60, right? So we can see from 0, 60. This one is, we can consider. This one 0 and 0, this one is wrong, out. This one 0 and goes to 600. She doesn't have that many, so this one is out. So we're gonna choose between A and B. And by common concept, she's giving it away. So her stuffed animal will definitely go down, right? So by looking at these 2 charts, this one is going up. She won't have more than 60 animals. So this one is wrong. But also if you look in details, let's see after 2 months here, 2 months. After 2 months, she gives away 10 in total. So 60 minus 10, that'd be 50. So after 2 months, she should have 50. And this one is correct, 50. So A is right. 4. This figure is composed of a parallelogram and a trapezoid. So we're going to calculate the area for each of them. Let's take a look at the top, the parallelogram. What is the formula for parallelogram area? Which is the bottom base times height, right? And the height, we can see the entire height is 32, and the part of trapezoid is 16, which means the height is 32 minus 16. That is 16 for the parallelogram. So the area for the parallelogram is 26 multiplied by 16, which is 616. Then let's take a look at the trapezoid. The area formula for the trapezoid is 26 plus 40, both sides, multiplied by the height 16 divided by 2. So we have 66 multiply 8, which is 528. And then we add them up together. 416 plus 528, it is 944 square centimeter. H is the right answer. Number 5. Number 5 is asking us to find this triangle that is similar to the triangle QRS. When you talk about a triangle similar, that means each corresponding side, they have the same ratio. So for triangle QRS, we have the side 6, 12, and 15. And if you want to simplify this, let's see what is the common factor for these three numbers. 3, right? So if I use 3 for each number, each side, we can get 2 to 4 to 5. So this is the simplified ratio for these three sides for the triangle QRS. Now we need to find ABCD, these triangles, which one can also have this three sides ratio. A, 8, 14, 17. We see 17 is a pretty odd number here. We can even now simplify it. So A is out. B, 10, 20, and 25. We can see the common factor here is 5, right? So if each side divided by 5, what do we have here? We got 2 to 4 to 5, which is the same as the current triangle QRS. So B is a correct answer. But let's take a look at for C and D. For C, 4, 10, 13. Again, we have a 13, which is not able to be simplified. So C is out. And D, 12, 24, and 36. The common factor here is 12, right? So if we simplify it by divided by 12, we got 1, 2, and 3, which is different from 2, 4, 5. So D is out. The correct answer is B. Question number 6. Which equation is true when x is 4? We just need to plug 4 into each equation. The first one, F, we got 3 times 4 plus 4, which is 12 plus 4. That is 16. It is not 8. F is out. G, 5 times 4 minus 2, which is 20 minus 2. That is 18. So G is correct. Let's double check H and J. 2 times 4 plus 8, which is 8 plus 8, that is 16. That is not 40. So H is out. And J, 4 times 4 plus 4, that is 16 plus 4, that is 20, not 12. J is out. Number 7. We already know the dimensions of a rectangular pyramid, and we are looking for the volume. So firstly, you can go back to the reference page and to see the volume for the pyramid is 1/3 base times height. Let's come back to this question. So I'm going to write volume equals to 1/3 base times height. And the base we know is a rectangular pyramid. So the base will be 5 times 4, which is 20. And the height from this drawing, you can see the height is 6 here. So V, the volume, equals to 1/3 multiply 20 multiply 6, which 3 and 6 can cancel out by 2. And you have 20 times 2, that is 40 cube millimeter. So D is correct. Number 8. Number 8, this question needs some calculation here. So let's take a look at it. This question is asking which one has the greatest cost per fluid ounce. What does that mean? Greatest cost. We can just translate it into which one is the most expensive per fluid ounce, which means we need to find how much it is for each fluid ounce. So what do? We use cost divided by the fluid ounce per bottle. So for W, we have $12 over 20 fluid ounces, which you can get that is 0.6. For X, we have 11.25 over 15, which is $0.75 per ounce. And we have Y, which is $6.5 over 10 fluid ounces, then that is $0.65 per fluid ounce. And the Z, we have 2.5 over 5, which is 0.5. So among these four numbers, we can easily tell that X is the most expensive one, which is $0.75 per fluid ounce. And X is here, which is the answer G. Number 9. So we have two houses, and one house has the size 12.5 feet long and 10 feet wide. And the other house the other room is 15 3/4 feet long and also 10 feet wide. So if we want to find the area of the square feet of this new carpet, we're gonna add these two rooms together. So which is 12.5 multiplied by 10. This is the first room, the area, and the second one is 15 3/4 times 10. So there are many ways to calculate this fraction multiplication. The way I prefer to use is I'm going to split this fraction into a whole number and a fraction. So that would be 12 plus 1.5 multiplied 10 plus 15 plus 3/4 multiplied by 10. So you can have 12 times 10 plus 1.5 times 10 plus 15 times 10 plus 3/4 times 10. It may look like a lot of writing here, but when you're doing the calculation, you can see this way is a lot easier to calculate. So you have 120 plus 5 plus 150 plus this is 7.5. So now we add all the numbers together, we get 282.5 square feet. So C is the correct answer. Number 10. This one has a lot of reading here. So my way of solving this kind of question is I will read through these four options and to see which one I can find is correct the first. And what I see here is J. They have different range. So let's take a look at the range. For the first one, population 1, the range is from 12 to 18, which is 18 minus 12 is 6. The second one range is 11 and 19. 19 minus 11 is 8. So we know they have different ranges. So J is correct. However, we can still take a look at all these answers. So for F, these two populations have different mode weights. What is the mode? Mode means the numbers that is the most frequent. In both population 1 and population 2, we can see the mode is 15. So they are the same. That's why F is not right. For G, the two populations have different median weights. Again, what is a median? These two numbers, you can see they are equally separate on both sides. So they're in a parallel. So their median is also 15. So G is not correct. And H, the different skews. So if you draw the skews for the population 1, it will be something like this. Because they have two areas here. But if you draw the skew for population 2, it will be more steep than that because they go down like this direction. So the skew is different as well. That's why G is not right. So overall, if you go through from F to J, you can see F, G, H, they're all wrong. And if you're certain when you first read them and J is correct, then you can just move on. Select J and move on to save you some time. Based on the question, they're asking the differences between the residents in industry and in government. So let's take a look. The government, we don't know how much percentage here is. So we need to calculate the percentage of the government. To make it easy, you can see here we already have 25%, 25%. They're taking 50%, half out. So it means education, others, and government together, this part, these three together, is 50%. So the percentage for the government is 50% minus 15% minus 30%. What is that? That is 5%. So that means government is taking 5% of the occupations. And we know in industry is 25%. And in government is 5%. So which means industry is 20% more than the government. And what is the population of this 20%? We need to use 20% multiply 1,200, which is the total population, right? Total population times 20%, that is 240, which means C is the correct answer. Number 12. This one is about ratio. So we're going to do it like this. So here is Venus. Venus, 1 year is equivalent to 224.7 days on Earth. Okay, so now they're asking how many days on Earth in decimal form is equivalent to 9.5 years. So here, 9.5 year equivalent to how many days? So we write down the ratio will be 1 over 9.5 equals to 224.7 over x, right? Because they're matching. 1 is matching with 224.7, 9.5 is matching with x. The only problem of this question is about calculation. So x equals to 224.7 multiply 9 and 1 over 2. And again, this is asking for decimal form. So we have decimal form 224.7 and 9.5. Writing into decimal form, we can write into 224.7 multiply 9.5, right? So now you do the calculation, 224.7 multiply 9.5, you can get 2,134.65 days. This is how many days we will have on Earth, equivalent to 9.5 years on Venus. So this question, you're going to use the ruler they provided to you during the exam, or use your own to measure this diameter. So by measuring it, we can figure out that the diameter is around 7 centimeters. So the circumference equals to pi d, which is 3.14 multiplied by 7. You don't have to calculate this because they're asking you closest to which number. So you can just use 3 multiplied by 7, which is 21, and you can say 22 is the closest one. So C is the correct answer. Number 14. I'd like to finish reading this. This is a little bit long, but it's pretty straightforward. So one mystery bag has 12 books, and the quantity of each type of book was the same. and in each mystery bags. So it means this shopper bought 3 bags, and that has 6 books, 6 spy novels in total. So think about that. We have 3 bags, and the 3 bags are exactly the same. In total, you got 6 spy novels, which means in each bag, we're going to have 2 spy novels, right? So let's just read the answers. There will be 2 more spy novels in 6 bags than in 4 bags. So we know there are 2 spy novels in each bag. And if we read, there will be 4 more spy novels in 8 bags than 6 bags. So 8 bags and 6 bags, there are 2 bags more. And if each bag has 2 spy novels, so there will be 4 more spy novels, right? So F is correct. You can read it, the next one. G, 2 more spy novels in 6 bags than in 4 bags. No, we know there are 2 bags more. It should be 4 bags. So G is not. H, there will be 1 more spy bag. No, we know each bag has 2, so there will be more than 1. And 6 more spy novels in 10 bags. We already know 10 bags to 8 bags, there are 2 bags more. So 2 bags more, that should be 4. So this one is not right. So we know for this one, F is the correct answer. Let's take a look at number 15. The dog eats 1.25 cups of dog food twice a day. So twice a day, each time is 1.25 cups, and twice a day. So let's see the numbers. Number of days, 1 through 5, that looks good. And how many cups of dog food it will eat in one day? 1.25 multiplied by 2, right? That'd be 2.5 cups. So if you look at this one, for one day, it should be 2.5. It should be somewhere here. So A is out. And for C, one day, 2.5. This one looks right. And 2 days, you can double that, so it'll be 5. So C is correct. Take a look at B. Number of days is 1. And this number is way less than 1, so this is not right. And D, numbers of days is the same thing. For one day, it will be 2.5, so D is not right. So this one is C. Number 16. We have all these 4 colors of pencils. And based on the information in the table, which statement is true? So the pencil is least likely to be blue. Well, least likely, which means the minimum. And we know the minimum here is red, not blue. So F is out. The pencil is 4 times as likely to be purple as it is to be red. So how many in purple? 8. How many in red? 2. So it is 4 times, right? So G is correct. H, the pencil is equally likely to be blue or green. How many blue? 4. How many green? 5. So they're not equal. So this is out. J, the pencil is more likely to be purple than all other colors combined. So how many in purple? 8. How many of all the other colors? We have 2 plus 4 plus 5, which is 11. That is greater than 8. So this one is wrong. Saying 3x minus 8 is greater or equal to 7. So let's solve this inequality. 3x, so we're gonna move the 8 to the right side by adding 8 on both sides, right? So 3x is greater or equal to 15. And then we're gonna divide it by 3 on both sides to remove the 3. X is greater or equal to 5. And let's see, greater or equal to 5, which means it should go to the right direction, greater or equal to. And then we need to find 5. So let's see among all this. This one is negative 5, which is not right. This is also negative 5, which is also not right. This one is 5, but this one goes to the left side, which means it's smaller. That's not right. And this one is 5, and it's solid, closed, and then it go to the right. So D is correct. Number 18. Supplementary angles. What is supplementary angles? That means F and H, their sum will be 180. So now F is 77. The measure of H is 58 plus 18. So if we just plug in the value of F and H, what do we have? 77 plus 5x plus 18 equals to 180. Let's find out the right answer. G it is. Number 19. A spinner with 6 equal sections is shown. 6 equal sections, which means each section has the equal opportunity. So what is the probability of spinning a number greater than 4? What is greater than 4? What are the numbers among these 6 numbers are greater than 4? 5 and 6. And the opportunity for 6 is 1/6. The opportunity for 5 is also 1/6, right? Because each of them have the same equality. So 1/6 plus 1/6, that would be 2/6, which simplified to 1/3. So D will be the correct answer. 20. Which equation represents the linear relationship? So this one, that we can just plug in all the values into each of the equation and to figure out which one is correct. But among these 4 numbers, which one would you like to choose? I will choose this one, right? 1 and 1. This looks like the easiest number. So let's see y. If y is 1 on the left side, and is it equal to the right side, which is 2 multiplied by 1 plus 12, which is 14. So they are not equal. F is out. And G, if y is 1, on the right side is 5 multiplied 1 minus 6, which is -1. So this is not right. And H, y equals 6x minus 5. This is 1 on the left side is y, and 6 multiplied 1 minus 5, which is also 1. So this one is correct. H is correct. And, well, we can double check if J is correct. 1, and on the left side is -1 minus 11, which is -12. So this is not right. So H is the correct answer. Number 21. What is the area of the sidewalk in square feet? So look at this sidewalk. It includes a square, a triangle, a rectangle, another triangle. And we can see these 2 triangles are the same. So we just calculate the squares for each, the area for each of them. So the area for the square, so A equals to 6 multiply 6, which is 36. And the triangle here, we have the base and height, which is 6 and 6. So the triangle will be A equals to 1/2 multiply base and height, which is 18. And then this rectangle, we can see the whole length is 30. And if each side, the triangle is 6, which means here we have 18 is given. So the rectangle area will be 18 multiply 6, which is 108. Don't forget, triangle we have 2, so the total for triangle will be 18 multiplied by 2, that is 36. So the total area will be 36 plus 36 plus 108, which is 180. D is correct. $22. The computer price is $899. The sales tax is 7%. So what is the sales tax here? We just need to calculate the percentage, right? So we have 899 multiply 7%, which is 899 multiply 0.07 if you want to do this way, or you can do 899 multiply 7 and divide it by 100. The final answer will be $62.93. So the online game increases the number at a rate of 500 users each day. So this is the main information. We have 500 users each day increase, so it should go up. And let's take a look. A, time and days, 500? No, that's not what we know. It's each day. So A is out. And B, 10 days. Okay, if each day is 500, how many should be 10 days? That'll be 5,000. So this is not right. C, 1 day. Okay, 1 day should be 500, should be here. So C is out. And D, time. So it's 2468. So if 2 days, we have 500 multiplied by 2, that should be 1,000, right? So here is right. D is correct. 24. The radius of circle S is half the radius of circle L. So let's say it this way. The radius of circle S is half of the radius of circle L. And the radius of circle L is 8. So what is the radius of circle S? Which is half multiplied by 8. That is 4 millimeter, right? So what is the area of circle S? What is the area formula? A equals to pi r squared. So if it's S, we just put an S here, and we plug in the value. Pi is 3.14 multiply 4 squared. 3.14 multiply 16. Again, this one is in closest, so you don't really have to calculate the entire number. You can choose to find the number that is the closest. So let's say 3 times 16, which is 48. So the number should be around 48. Which one is the closest one to 48? F, 50.24. 26. This one we need to read through it. So which situation is best represented by the following equation? So we have 68.5 multiply x plus 127.95 equals to 675.95. So we know 127.95 is a fixed number. And 68.5 looks like it's a rate. It's changing based on the x. So let's read A. An office manager paid $675.95 to build a website. Okay, that's the total cost. The office manager bought a software package for $68.5 and paid an employee this one $127.95 for each hour. 127.95 is a fixed number. It should not be for each hour. So A is wrong. Same concept. The second one monitor. Okay, one monitor is $127.95 and he bought one, so this is correct. And hard drives for $68.5 each. This one has a each, means he bought multiple hard drives, so this one is correct. C, a sales manager paid this for advertising and paid this per hour. Again, if you see 127.95 with per hour, it means it's not right because it's a fixed number. We don't have to use per hour to calculate the total cost. So C is out. And D, so we have 2 employees, the same number of days. Paid one employee this one, the business paid the second employee this one per day. Again, when 127.95 is with per day, means it is a rate, and we say that this one is not a rate, it's a fixed number. So D is not right. Number 26. 3 number cubes, and each of them is from 1 to 6. What is the probability that all 3 number cubes will land on an odd number? So let's say for 1 cube with 6 numbers, we have 6 opportunities, right, equally. And the odd numbers among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The odd numbers, there are 3 odd numbers. 3 odd numbers, which means the probability of getting 3 out of 6, that is 1/2 probability, right? And then we have 3 cubes. So 1 cube is 1.5 opportunity probability. And the second one is still 1.5 probability. And the third one is also 1.5. You need to make sure 3 of them and each of them have the odd number. So we have 1.5 multiply 1.5 multiply 1.5, which 1/8. So J is correct. 27. Find the solution. So we can see the number is here. So we need to get rid of this number here, constant. So we minus 5.5 on both sides. We have negative 5d on the left side, and on the right side we have 11.5. Then we need to divide by 5 on both sides. Let's see, we do 5 first, okay? We leave the negative sign here for now. So negative d is less or equal to 11.5, which is 23 over 2, right? Divided by 5 means multiply by 1 1/5. So negative d is less or equal to 23 over 10, right? Don't forget, we have a negative sign here. So if we remove this negative sign, means we need to flip this inequality sign. So which means d is greater or equal to negative. Again, we move this negative sign to this side, and then we need to flip this sign to the other side. Negative 23 over 10, which is d is greater or equal to negative 2 and 3/10. D is greater. This is the answer. The printing is missing in this answer. So this is the correct answer. Number 28. Which measurement is closer to the total surface area of this triangular prism? So its surface area, we just need to add each part together. That would be the surface area, right? So for the triangle, we can see this triangle. The base is 12 as shown here. This 12 applies to both sides. And then the height is 10.4. So the area for the triangle is 1/2 multiply 10.4 multiply 12. Before we calculate it, we can see we have 2 triangles on both sides. So the total area of triangles will be 1.5 multiply 10.4 multiply 12, altogether multiplied by 2, which will be simplified to 10.4 multiplied by 12, which is 124.8. And then let's take a look at the middle part. This is the base and the side. We can consider this is the entire rectangular. So the area of this rectangular is side width times height. So we know this is 4 on one side, right? 4 here. And what is the height or the length? So each side is 12, and we have 3 pieces, 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. So that means we have 12 multiply 3. In total, that is 144. So we need to add them together. It's 124.8 plus 144, which is 268.8. 268.8. F is the correct answer. Number 29. What percentage of these customers put chocolate creamer in their coffee during the hour? Chocolate creamers in their coffee. So this is the chocolate creamer. And we have 6 plus 8. That is a total. 14 people put chocolate creamer into the coffee. And we have vanilla people, we have 6. So chocolate, we have 14 people. And total, we have 6 plus 14, which is which is 20. So 14 over 20 is 70%. C is correct. Number 30 is about scale. So if in the drawing is 0.25 inch and the real length, the actual, is 2 feet. And then if the actual building is 250 feet, what is the drawing? So we can make an equation like this. 0.25 is matching with 2, and x is matching with 250. Then we do the cross multiplication. 2x equals to 0.25 multiplied by 250. X equals to 0.25 multiplied 250. I'll use this to distinguish this multiplication sign from the x here and divide it by 2. And you can get the answer is 31.25. The median of the data, the median of each of them is 12. So median is the same. So this one said greater, that is wrong. B, the range of the data. So the range of university is from 6 to 16. 16 minus 6, which is 10. And the range of the community college is from here. Let's say 3 to 18. 18 minus 3, that is 15. So the community college is greater than the university. This one said university is greater than community college. So this is opposite. It's wrong. The interquartile range of the data of the community college is greater. So interquartile is this part with the bar here. This is interquartile. And for the university, we can see it is around 9 to 15. So university is 15 minus 9. This is 7. And the community college, which is 6 and 15. So 15 minus 6, which is 9. So community college is greater than the university. C is correct. And D, the third quartile of the data of the community college is greater than the third quartile. 1, 2, 3. This is the third quartile. And also this is the third quartile. And we can see they are the same. So it's not greater. This is wrong. 32. The interest rate is 3.5 per year. At the end of 1 year, so she only needs to pay one interest rate so far. So 24,820 multiplied by 3.5%. You calculate that, or you can estimate that by calculating around 25,000 multiply 3.5. You can get this one is around 750. So you can find the number closest to 750, which is F, 800. The other number, 72, no, 8,000 and 25,000, they are all way far away from 750 compared with 800. So F is correct. 33. This one we also need to count. So let's take a look. What is the total number of cards? If we add them all together, 8 plus 12 plus 10 plus 6 plus 4, you can get, we have total of 40 cards. Then let's see the probability. The probability of selecting a card with a picture of a circle. So circle, we have 8. 8 over 40, that'll be 1/5. So this answer is already wrong. We can move on. B, the probability of selecting a card with a circle. Again, circle should be 1/5. So this one is wrong. And then finally, we have a circle is 1/5. This is correct so far. Let's take a look at further. So not a circle. So if it is a circle, it's 1/5. Not a circle will be 1 minus 1/5. So that is 4/5. So C is correct. We can still double check if D is correct. And again, D, picture of a circle, should be 1/5. So this one is wrong. 34. We have this number here. So by looking at this, we can write it into an equation, which is we have 5x here, we have a 4 here, and then we have total 10 here. And then we just need to solve the equation. We deduct 4 on both sides, 5x equals to 6, and we divide by 5 on both sides, x equals to 6/5. G is the correct answer. And 35. If there were 320, so let's see, the survey, we have 8 out of 20. They have cable television. And if there are 320 homeowners, so we pull out 20, we have 8. What about 320? What is the number? So this is the residence. 20 goes to 320. So how many have the cables? 8 is matching with x. So from 20 to 320, we can see this is multiplied by 16. So 8 multiplied by 16, x equals to 8 multiplied by 16, which is 128. We need to find the percentage of the students surveyed selected bird as their favorite type of animals. So let's see how many students choose for each animal. For fish, we can see we have 2. For lizard, we have 4. For bird, we have 6. For dog, we have 10. For cat, we have 8. So the total amount of student is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 8, which is 30. Then we need to find the percentage of bird. We see bird is 6 and total is 30. So 6/30, which is 1/5. 1/5, which is 20%. F is correct. So the principal has given a class $75 to help pay for the field trip to a zoo, and then selling pies for $5 each to earn the rest of the money they need. The field trip will cost a total of $386. So we can see the fixed amount of money is $75, which was given by the principal. The pie is $5 each, which means we need to find the total pies by P. That is 5 multiplied by P, because $5 each, and we're going to have this quantity P as the number of pie. And them together has to be greater or equal to 386, right? Because the total cost will be 386. So they need to earn this much money to support their trip. Let's see which inequality is the same as we wrote. B is the same one. 5P plus 75 is greater or equal to 386. Number 38. Dimension of a rectangular prism are 1.5 feet by 3.5 feet by 2 feet. If drawing the picture can help you to understand the prism, the rectangular prism, you can draw a 3D model like this to help you understand that. So you can see we have a 3.5 feet. This side is longer, so I'll use this one as 3.5 feet. And we have 1.5 feet, and the height is 2 feet. So by using the volume formula of the rectangular prism, we know we just multiply the 3 sides. 3 times 3.5 multiply 1.5 multiply 2. And the final answer is 10.5 feet cube. 10.5 feet cube. Lesson 39 is that the circumference of a circle is c inches. The diameter of the circle is 19 inches. You can go back to the reference sheet to find out the circumference formula of a circle equals to pi d, right? D is the diameter, pi is here. And then we need to find out the expression to represent pi. So this is what we want to find out. Pi equals to, we divide d on both sides to remove this d on the right side. So that is c over d. So c in this question is still c. We don't have any number to represent it. D, we know it is 19 inches. So we plug in the number, that's c over 19. So A is correct. Number 40 is a monthly budget for a small family is here. Which equation can be used to find B, the minimum amount of money the family must earn annually in order to meet this budget? So annually, in order to meet this budget. So what is the total budget of this family on a monthly base? So we need to add up all these numbers together. You will get the total by adding all these numbers together is $3,630. And this is a monthly budget. So for the whole year, we have 12 months. So the budget has to be 3,630 multiplied by 12. That will be the yearly budget. So F is the correct answer. That's all for grade 7 STAAR test 2022. Thank you.